I've now moved to another normal heart, and I've dissected this one to show you the short axis of the cardiac base as observed in the anatomist's perception from above. So here you see the diaphragmatic surface, this is the sternocostal surface of the heart, and this is the posterior surface of the heart. So you're looking down on the cardiac base from above. This is the left side, here is the left atrial appendage, this is the right side, and we've cut away the larger part of the atrial musculature. We've also transected the aortic root at the sinutubular junction and the pulmonary trunk at its sinutubular junction. And the purpose of this dissection is to demonstrate to you the central location of the aortic root. The aortic root, in fact, is related to all of the remaining cardiac components. You see that to the right and inferiorly, the root is in continuity with the vestibule of the right atrium, and here is the tricuspid valve with its septal leaflet, its inferior leaflet, its antero-superior leaflet. Inferiorly and to the left, the aortic root is in fibrous continuity with the mitral valve, and we've already seen the importance of the fibrous continuity between the aortic leaflet of the mitral valve and the leaflets of the aortic root. Anteriorly and superiorly, the aortic root is directly related to the outflow tract of the right ventricle, the infundibulum, which is then supporting the pulmonary trunk. But we are now concerned with distinguishing the component parts of the root itself. And to do that, we take advantage of the fact that the coronary arteries are arising within the root. Here you see the right coronary artery running within the right atrioventricular groove, and here is the origin of the main stem of the left coronary artery, which will divide into its anterior interventricular and its circumflex branches. And this then permits us to describe the components of the aortic root, the sinuses, as being left coronary, right coronary, and non-coronary. Now, on very rare occasions, this third sinus of the aortic root, the non-coronary sinus, can give rise to a coronary artery. So that gives problems in describing it then as the non-coronary sinus. So perhaps a better way of describing this third sinus is to describe it as being the non-adjacent aortic sinus, because always, or at least almost always, the coronary arteries arise from these two aortic sinuses that are adjacent to the pulmonary root. So to describe the components, the sinuses of the aortic root, we describe them as being right coronary, left coronary, and non-adjacent. And it is then the left coronary and the non-adjacent leaflets guarding these sinuses that are in fibrous continuity with the aortic leaflet of the mitral valve.